Ja Morant. That name probably sounds familiar to you. High-flying acrobatic skills on the NBA court, Ja Morant has proven that he is able to play professional basketball. The talent he had wasted with dumb decisions and injuries. But first, before we get into that, we need to take a look back to his first breath. This is the rise and fall of Ja Morant. August 10th, 1999, Demetrius Jamel Morant, otherwise known as Ja Morant, was born in South Carolina. With both of his parents being athletes, both playing basketball, it was only a matter of time before he got started on his game on the court. His dad worked hard, spending countless hours training him, running drills with him, and just teaching him how to play the game of basketball. After school finished up, he committed to Murray State, playing basketball for them, averaging 18.7 points, 8.2 assists, and 6.1 rebounds per game. Scouts knew he was something special, and including some of his most memorable games, including the one against Alabama. Ja leading his team past the first round of March Madness and playing great, but unfortunately coming up just short and losing in the round of 32. But you can assume it didn't matter by that point. The scouts were already lining up to talk to Ja Morant, and he was projected to go number 2 behind Zion Williamson. And with the second pick in the 2019 draft, this happened.
Second pick in the 2019 NBA Draft, the Memphis Grizzlies select Ja Morant from Murray State University.
Ja Morant was a Memphis Grizzly, number 12. That was their second consecutive year with the top 5 pick, 2018 draft, taking Jaren Jackson Jr., number 4. Finally, Memphis has some good news. Ja Morant, the center of their franchise and the future of the Memphis Grizzlies, was now drafted and is now the starting point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies. Ja's first year with Memphis, he averaged about 18 points, 7 assists, and 4 rebounds a game. Next season, his stats stayed about the same, except he had now been averaging 19 points per game. People loved his play style, but Ja, we all knew, was a fading character. See, he was young, but he couldn't do the one thing that the players that were going to be stars in this league need to be able to do: shoot threes. Ja's three-point percentage stayed consistently under a very low number. Can you guess what it is? Ja struggled to keep his three-point percentage over 30, and that caused him to fall. While he could get all the points in the inside of the paint, his play style was a plan A. He wouldn't be able to play like this forever. Eventually, he would get hurt. And it was just a matter of time, so we've seen it before. From Derrick Rose to John Wall to Russell Westbrook, every single case was the same. They get hot for a minute, and then they get hurt, and their careers changed. People hope we wouldn't see that fate from Ja. As fate would have it, we would see that fate from Ja. But it was a whole lot worse. We'll get into that later. But first, we have to cover the 22-23 NBA season. In the simplest terms, this was Memphis' breakout year, making it to the playoffs, and with the young core, people thought this was Memphis' chance to show that they're a real threat to in the championship contenders conversation. They wanted to prove that they could make it. The Big Four, Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson Jr., Desmond Bane, and Dillon Brooks were all playing great. So what stopped them? You see, Memphis loves to trash talk. That was their whole thing. Dillon Brooks would run his mouth to even the greats like LeBron James, Steph Curry, and more. But we all knew that they could back it up. See, Memphis was dominating the entire NBA. Ja's athletic abilities to dunk on people were making the highlight reels, making it must-see TV to come and watch the Memphis Grizzlies ball. Desmond Bane was a shooting guard who could knock down the lights and was just about to make the All-Star. Their defensive stud in Jaren Jackson Jr., winning Defensive Player of the Year in 2023-2024, and getting nicknamed the Black Panther, Dillon Brooks, the Enforcer. make sure to back everything up and do the trash talking for Memphis. Grizzlies, who had just came off last year of a second round appearance in the playoffs when they beat Minnesota and lost to the Warriors. They were now facing the king, LeBron James, and Dylan Brooks loved to run his mouth this series. Even though Memphis lost, people thought that next year was their year, that Ja was going to be great, Jaren was going to lock in, Desmond Bane was going to be that shooter, and Dylan Brooks was going to be that guy. Memphis fans had lots of hope, and then it all came crashing down. After a game against Denver, Ja Morant decided to go to the club. There, he went live on Instagram and flashed what looked to be like a handgun. NBA said that this was detrimental conduct to the league and suspended Morant for 8 games. Ja Morant claimed to have learned his lesson and said that he would be better and that what he knows what he did was wrong. But did he? It was just 2 months after his first incident. Ja was on Facebook Live with his friend where he seemed to flash a gun again listening to NBA Youngboy. This time the suspension was much worse, earning himself 25-game suspension. Memphis could not survive that long, only winning a couple of the 25 games. But when Ja came back, he made it clear that he was not done with the NBA.
In his return, here goes Morant. He spins. Morant scores! And the timer!
But then a couple games later, I think Ja played in total 9 games. He was on the bench with the sling, and people were worried. They didn't know what had happened, but he said it was just some soreness in his arm, but that soreness didn't go away. So they went to check, and he had torn his labrum. They ran an MRI. He had torn his labrum, and he was going to miss the entire season. This is when Jaren Jackson Jr. stepped up and became the best defensive player, winning Defensive Player of the Year, and becoming loved by the Grizzlies fans while Ja was on the bench. Although the Grizzlies missed the playoffs, fans were sure that Ja was going to come back next year and the Grizzlies were going to take it all the way. But that was not the case. Ja Morant did do good, putting up a nice 25 points per game. He only played 50 games through that season, not good enough for the Grizzlies to make the playoffs. And that offseason, the Grizzlies would make a big change, blowing up their young core.
NBA, it is not Kevin Durant. The Grizzlies are trading Desmond Bane to Orlando, sources tell ESPN.
Desmond Bane had been traded to the Orlando Magic, but the Grizzlies did get 4 unprotected first-round picks, but Desmond Bane going to Orlando was surprising, considering the fans thought Ja would be the one to get traded, not Desmond Bane. 25-26 season, Ja averaged about 28-3, but he only was able to play in 20 games due to multiple injuries. Like I said earlier, his flashy play style and high-risk moves is just not going to last you long in the NBA. By this time, the Grizzlies had realized that Ja Morant wasn't going to be that star player for Memphis that they thought, everybody thought when they drafted him. So they decided they were going to look at offers for Ja Morant at the trade deadline. However, he had negative trade value. Yes, you heard me, negative trade value. Teams were demanding draft compensation to take on the contract of Ja Morant, considering it was a mega deal. In fact, the Grizzlies traded Jaren Jackson Jr., completely blowing up the young core, and they traded him to the Utah Jazz. The Grizzlies franchise was not looking good. The mid-rebuild getting blown up. Their whole plan was burnt to pieces when they traded Jaren Jackson Jr. and not Ja Morant. And now by this time, just the name of Ja Morant was enough to spark controversy, as he was still talking trash, but this time he was on the bench and could not back it up on the court. Starting beef with Klay Thompson. While Klay Thompson was on the court, Ja Morant wasn't, getting in his face, and he's starting problems with everybody. Ja Morant's talent was wasted, and I hope that in the future he continues to go in the right path, stay out of trouble, and adapt to today's NBA to keep his career going. Now, Morant is 26, and his future with the team is pretty much done. It is a known thing that they are going to try to trade him before the start of the 26-27 season, and with young guys coming in like Cedric Coward, and with the third pick, Ja Morant will be likely won't fit in the player rotation anymore, and they likely won't miss him in the roster. What does this mean for Memphis? How does Ja get his career back on track? And will we ever see the same Ja Morant we saw before everything went wrong? Memphis is going to have to adapt without Ja Morant, as he was the main focus of their entire organization. However, the coaching staff and him clearly don't get along, and they tried to keep it not relying on him as heavy as Taylor Jenkins did. In order for Ja Morant to return to that same caliber player he was, he's going to need to adapt to the league. And what I mean is he needs to get better and improve his three-point shooting, stop going for as many high-risk plays, and stay out of trouble off the court. Because getting suspended twice in the same season for the same thing, as well as having to show up in court for punching out a kid on the NBA court, is the fast way and an easy ticket out of the NBA. Where does Ja go from here? What happens and what trade package does he get? What team does he go to? Well, I think Miami, Bucks, and the Kings are all good options for Ja. A place where he won't be treated as the main superstar player, but also won't be treated as worthless. I think once they can get a trade done, Memphis will finally be able to move on from Ja Morant and restart. But Ja Morant will always be known as 12. He will always known for restarting his career in Memphis. Did you enjoy this video? If you did, give me a subscribe to my channel, like the video, and comment what you want to see next. Until next time, bye guys.